So welcome back, guys, to my channel, and today I have for you an update on my progress, and I am on the road to losing 10 pounds in 1 month. So sit back, check me out. All right, guys, so as you all know, I'm currently doing the Nutrisystem diet, and I talked about on my last video my week 1, and so now this video I'm talking about my week 2. And of course, I will give you my stats a little bit later on, but what I want to cover today is flexing. It's not the kind of flexing you might think. So flex meals. So what are flex meals? So basically these are the meals that are on your own, okay? And if you decide that you want to go with Nutrisystem and do Nutrisystem, they have some Nutrisystem plans that are 7 days a week. So you are paying for Nutrisystem to feed you 7 days a week. So you don't have to worry about flexing. But if you are like me and you want to have some flexibility in that, you also kind of want to learn how to eat on your own because you don't want to rely on Nutrisystem foods the rest of your life, then you probably are doing the 5-day-a-week program, the Uniquely Yours, and you are trying to incorporate their frozen foods and their shelf-stable foods along into your diet of flex meals that you do on your own, okay? So that's kind of where we are with flexing. So let's talk about flex meals, okay? So I'm gonna show you a little graphic on the screen, and you'll hear my voice in the background as I narrate a little bit of information about flex meals, okay? So flex meals vary for if you are a man or a woman, okay? Just a little bit in there, okay? So for breakfast, men and women will have 1 smart carb and 2 power fuels, okay? So think about this when you're thinking about your breakfast. And for lunch, women will have 1 smart carb and 1 power fuel, and men will have 1 smart carb and 2 power fuels, so they get a little bit more. And then dinner, women will have 1 smart carb, 2 power fuels, and men will have 1 smart carb and 3 power fuels. Fancy. And then your snack, 1 smart carb, 1 power fuel. And the same is with men and women for that snack, okay? So that's just a little bit of breakdown as we're talking about flexing. And this is also great for people who decide that they don't want to do Nutrisystem, or maybe they can't afford it, or maybe they're trying to get better at flexing because maybe they tried out the Nutrisystem and they didn't like it, so they want to be on their own now, okay? So this is a good guide to live by. So you can honestly do Nutrisystem without having to ever even buy anything Nutrisystem. You can just do power fuels and smart carbs on your own. Just learn the system. And I think it's a great option for those of you who may not want to commit to that lifestyle, okay? So this is great. So as I was flexing, I learned a couple of things that are very, very important. And I think these things are just important all around, even for people who are not doing Nutrisystem or deciding to do a standard diet on their own, or even if they want to try out this smart carb power fuel thing. So what do you need to know? Okay, so there are 4 things that I kind of gathered through my 2nd week and my foray into the flex world, okay? So the first thing is, and I know I've said it before, countless times, over and over again, like a broken record, plan, okay? You guys, I cannot stress enough how important it is to plan. To not only plan your meals, but of course plan everything else in your life. But when we're talking about flexing, we want to plan. I mean, it's just that simple. So what are you going to eat? You need to know what you're going to eat, so you don't fall into a trap of just picking something up, right? Or flexing allows you to eat out. So what are you going to have when you eat out? So if you know where you're going to go, I always highly recommend, and us people that have certain dietary needs, we do this all the time anyways. We will look a restaurant up before we even go there, and we will look at the menu and we will see if we can even eat there, or like what's good on your menu, or what do you want to try. So I highly recommend that if you're going to eat out, to look up the menu, okay? And then when you're on your own, you want to start learning how to plan and have some forethought, and to start thinking about the decisions about the food that you're going to eat, okay? So you should be doing this in all facets of your life, but especially when you're trying to diet, okay? But the second thing, don't be scared of carbs. Don't be scared. I know that it's been drilled into our minds over and over and over again that carbs are bad. Carbs are evil. Carbs are the devil. Carbs make us gain weight. There's no way you can lose weight by eating carbs, right? Not necessarily, okay? So with the Nutrisystem diet, you should be eating carbs and what they call smart carbs. So these are healthier choices. These are items that are low on the glycemic index. These are items that digest a bit slower in your system and make you feel full longer. And these are items that have a lot of fiber. And what does fiber help you do? Fiber helps you grow. So if you are concerned with the number on the scale and you're weighing yourself and you feel like you aren't losing weight, and you have to ask yourself, are you going? Are you getting enough fiber? So this is something that's very important. And remember, our smart carbs are going to consist of whole grains, like whole grain bread, beans, brown rice, even some fruit. For instance, like apples. I love apples. They're like my favorite smart carb. So you guys, don't be scared of carbs. Just make sure that they're smart carbs, okay? And then also we want to tip number three, utilize your extras. So in the last video, I talked about our extras. So our extras are things that we can add in to our diet to jazz up and flavorize and make our meals more palatable. And then also our free foods too, okay? We don't want just plain broccoli, plain chicken, plain brown rice. We want to hook these foods up. We want to give them some flavors. So you guys, I highly recommend going on YouTube. You're already there. And researching how you can jazz up your foods, how you can flavorize your foods, how you can prepare your foods differently to give them some things that will make them taste good. You want to utilize your seasonings, okay? So not just salt and pepper. We want to discover other seasonings, okay? We want to even discover salt-free seasonings. They add in exceptional flavors. Even ethnic seasoning, turmeric, ginger, garlic, of course. Everybody uses garlic pretty much. Onions give amazing flavor. They're also a non-starchy vegetable. Okay, so we want to get the flavors going. Lemon, so many things. And our free foods, we want to even utilize those, okay? Because we can drink coffee, we can drink tea, we can drink filter water. So you want to utilize those extra things that are no or very low in calories, okay? Utilize those. Give your food some flavor. Don't necessarily deprive yourself of taste just because you may be reducing your calories, okay? And number 4, we want to eat our veggies, okay? So remember, I stress how we're supposed to be getting 4 servings of veggies a day. Don't really care when you get them in. I mean, if you want to have 2 for lunch and 2 for dinner, go for it. As long as you get them in, okay? That's the most important thing. Because not only our veggies going to give us the nutrients that we need, because they're excellent for our bodies in so many ways, but they're also going to fill us up. So if you got your Nutrisystem meals, or even if you've ever eaten like a lean cuisine or a Smart Ones meal, you see how small it is, right? And you're like, dang, this is all I get to eat. Add in some veggies. Do not be scared of the veggies. And I know people are like, oh, but they're so nasty and they taste so bland and they have no flavor. That's when you need to start utilizing your extras and your free foods. Utilize your YouTube channel. Like Gordon Ramsay.
It's remote.
He taught me how to cook asparagus, okay? I had never cooked asparagus in my life. He taught me how to cook asparagus. So, I mean, YouTube is wonderful. I mean, you know, Gordon Ramsay can be your culinary arts teacher. So start eating your veggies, okay? And I'm telling you, when you miss a serving, you are going to miss it. You are going to be like, I'm kind of hungry again. And it's going to be a reason. It's because you did not eat your veggies. And don't feel like you have to eat something you don't like, okay? Because I tried Brussels sprouts and I realized I don't like Brussels sprouts, okay? So I'm not going to eat Brussels sprouts anymore. And just like some people do not like riced cauliflower, I happen to like riced cauliflower, but some people do not. I mean, they think it tastes like, I don't know what they think it tastes like. They just don't like it. So don't feel like you have to be boxed in and eat something you don't like. If you try it and you don't like it, that's fine. You are open-minded. You gave it a try. It didn't work out. Move on. Go to your tried and true type things. One thing that I love is zucchini, squash, tomatoes, and onions. It's a wonderful dish. I love it. It's very simple. You cook it on the stove and you put some seasoning on it and bam, you have a side of veggies. Very simple, very easy, very quick. I love it. I also love anything stir fry. So I will take zucchini, squash, broccoli, cauliflower, carrots, onions, bell peppers, cut them all up, put them in a pan, fry them, and whatever protein that I want to use, I'll use that. And then whatever extra I want to add in for some flavor. Okay, so you will have definite go-to vegetables, vegetable combinations, and dishes. So I feel like the longer you're on a diet or you're on Nutrisystem, or the longer that you're eating healthier, the better idea you'll have on how to work a system, or what works for you, or what you really like, or what really tastes good, or you'll have your go-tos. You'll definitely have your go-tos. So let's talk about some go-tos, okay? So Nutrisystem does have examples of flex meals. So it's great to look at the examples that they use and see if you want to try those out. You can also come up with your own examples of flex meals that you might want to try out and see how they work and see how it goes, okay? So let's talk about some flex meal examples. So I'm going to show you the example on the screen and then I'll talk a little bit about that example, okay? So we're starting with breakfast. So breakfast, you'll have 1 smart carb and 2 power foods. So sample meal 1 for smart carb is a half a cup of oatmeal prepared with water. And then for 2 power foods, they're giving you 2 tablespoons of protein powder and 2 tablespoons of walnuts. This is something I would not eat. And I highly recommend that if you're not going to eat something, don't eat it. Don't even try it, because you know yourself better than anyone. So like, anyways, sample meal 2. Your smart carb is 1 slice of multigrain bread, and then your 2 power foods is 1 slice of low-fat American cheese and a half a cup of egg whites. Okay, I can kind of get down with this. I'm not doing that, but my go-to breakfast is something very similar, okay? I will have 2 slices of 100% whole grain wheat bread, okay? 2 slices are 100 calories, so they fall within that smart carb range. And then for my 2 power foods, I have 1 egg, like one regular egg out of the carton, okay? And then I have one serving of shredded cheese. And so I'm making a sandwich. So not only will I have that, but I will fry vegetables. Like I will cut up vegetables and I will put them on everything. Any kind of sandwich I have, any kind of egg I have, I'll make a quote unquote omelet out of it. It's not really an omelet. Omelet in my dreams. I will put it on salad. So it's like tomatoes, bell peppers, onions, cucumbers, just a bunch of cut up vegetables. And I'll put it on a sandwich and I will eat it like that for breakfast. And I will also put some sauce on there and jazz it up. That's my breakfast. That's my go-to. Okay. And then they have sample 3, 1 cup of mixed berries for our smart carb, and for Power Foods, 1 cup of non-fat yogurt and 2 tablespoons of almonds. So I could kind of get down with this one as well. The berries will go great with the non-fat yogurt. Personally, I will like non-fat Greek yogurt because it has more protein. And then I probably won't do almonds with this. Honestly, I would probably just eat an egg with some veggies. Yes, I love eggs, okay?
I love eggs from my head down to my legs.
1989 government research shows eggs have 22% less cholesterol than we thought.
Ooh, you gotta love it, the incredible, edible egg.
I love eggs, okay? So our flex lunch, they have an example here of smart carbs is a 1/2 cup of cooked brown rice, 2 ounces of chicken breast, and then they have the veggies, some steamed carrots, broccoli, bell peppers. They're using peanut oil, I guess, to maybe fry the veggies in. I don't know. And then they're using soy sauce. Maybe this is supposed to be like a stir fry type of thing. I don't know. I don't like how that sounds. I'm sorry. And then they have a sample meal too. 1 slice of multigrain bread, 1 tablespoon of peanut butter, 2 cups of salad, 2 tablespoons of fat-free ranch dressing, cinnamon sprinkled on the peanut butter. You know what? I don't like this one either. I'm sorry. Sample meal 3 of smart carb is a cup of mixed berries, non-fat yogurt for the Power Fuel, a side of carrot sticks, honey. I'm assuming that goes in the yogurt, and then unsweetened iced tea to drink. You know what, guys? Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to show you an example of what I would eat for one of my flex lunches, okay? So, bam, there it is on the screen. You see some food on that plate, and you're like, what's that? That's a sandwich, okay? That is a sandwich. There are 2 slices of 100% whole grain bread. Like I said, 2 slices are 100 calories. We're gonna roll with it. Instead of lettuce, I use spinach, or I will use a combo of spinach and spring salad. I just don't use lettuce as my lettuce. I always use spinach or spring salad mix or something what is it called? Green power super greens or something else, because it has nutrients in it, and lettuce doesn't really have anything. And then there's a tomato, there's cucumbers on there, there's onions, there's like fried onions. There's some mustard there. I think the mustard is hiding. But there is, you guys, I don't know if I use actual ground beef or I use plant protein. So basically, y'all, this is a burger. Okay? This is a burger, y'all. This is a burger. I'm not playing any games here, okay? So my protein there is a burger, some kind of meat. I don't know if it's plant protein or ground beef, whatever. And then my smart carb is the bread. And then on the side that looks like it's rice, that's not rice. That's rice cauliflower. So I got my veggies in. Okay, so that's the kind of meals I'm talking about. Okay, so for the flex dinner, they have 1 smart carb as 1/2 cup of cooked whole wheat pasta. And then the women with 2 Power Fuels, grated Parmesan and baked chicken. And then vegetables, no salt, tomato sauce. you know what? I think I might be able to get down with this. This actually sounds like it might be good. Okay. Sample meal 2, cooked brown rice, and then grilled salmon, fat-free feta, cheese on the salad. You get 2 cups of salad, light Italian vinegar. Oh my goodness, this sounds like something I would eat. I would totally eat that. Yeah, that doesn't sound bad at all. Okay, dinner is popping. Sample meal 3, a half a cup of sweet potato, a pork chop. I don't eat pork, so I'm not eating that. But any other kind of protein, plant protein, whatever is good for me. 8 ounces of glass of fat-free milk. I don't drink milk. I don't drink, well, you guys, I have a lactose intolerance. This is a long story, but I have to drink like Fairlife milk. But anyways, so I'm going to give an example of flex dinner that I would eat. Okay, so here it is. I made a salad. So I believe that this is plant protein, supposed to be like a chicken patty or something that I cut up. Of course, there's a bunch of salad in there. There's a bunch of veggies in there. There's feta cheese, so that's going to be a power fuel. And then my plant-based protein is a power fuel. And then my smart carbs are those apples. And then I have my salad dressing, which is going to be my extra. So you guys, I'm telling you, there is so much that you can do while you're flexing. So flexing is not a bad thing. Flexing is a very good thing. It enables you to have the power to learn how to eat properly and also to eat out, because you still want to have some kind of life, you know. Okay. So last things last is my progress on week 2. All right, let's get into it. Without further ado, I started at 248 and drum roll please. What am I now? I am 246.4. So that means I lost a total of 1.6 pounds. And you might be like, she didn't lose that much weight. Well, you know what? Like I said on last video, healthy weight loss is between 1 to 2 pounds a week. I killed it on the first week. I lost nearly 4 pounds. I did not expect to have a large weight loss my next week. I just didn't expect it. It didn't happen. I'm fine with it. And even if I don't see my expected weight loss on the scale, it's fine, because I know that I'm going to continue my progress, and I'm going to definitely continue to see, you know, the scale going down if I continue to do what I am supposed to do, okay? So I'm happy with my progress so far. I want to keep it up. I want you to keep it up if you're trying. I want you to comment with your favorite things so far that you are experiencing on your entire weight loss journey if you're on a weight loss. And if you want to start a weight loss journey, just share why. If you want to share, if you don't want to share, don't share. Just keep watching us. Okay, so always leaving on a positive word. Let's dare to be ourselves, for we do that better than anyone else can. Shirley Briggs. Okay, so being ourselves. So the older I get, the more I realize that people are so great at being fake. People are great at not being themselves. People are oftentimes scared of what others are going to say or what others are going to think about them if they're actually their true selves. So I say throw caution to the wind and be yourself so people can get to know the real you. So don't be scared to be the real you. Let your true colors shine through. Let people get to know you, the real you, because only you know you like you do, okay? So that was my word for today, and I will see you guys next time.